What's up, guys, and welcome to DoMoreLife. My name is Jeremy. I'm sorry for the mess behind me, but it's been a while since I've cleaned anything. And yeah, this is currently the room I'm staying in right now. This video is going to be a little general introduction into what everyday life is like here in Thailand. And when I mean everyday life, I mean, are you working and living in Thailand? Because if you are, this is the video for you, and you'll want to watch it to the end. This is going to be kind of short and sweet. I'm prepping this video because I'm going to give you guys a lot more information, and I want you guys to be ready for it. So I thought I would do a little preparatory video about what life in Thailand is actually like on a daily basis. Now, most people that come here to work come here to teach, myself included. I've been a teacher for over a year now. I've been in Thailand for a little over a year. I really love the country, but I want to give you guys heads up on what everyday life is like here. So just like in the States or wherever you are, before you decide that you have to get out and you have to move and you have to do this and you want to see the world and that kind of thing, if you are young and healthy or you have extra funds coming in somewhere or something like that, diverse streams of revenue, if you're older, it's not a problem. You won't have an issue. But if you're middle-aged and you have to rely on just solely your Thai income or just solely your workable income and maybe have one or two other streams of revenue that are not real big, that kind of thing, you kind of want to watch this video because I'm going to explain to you what life is like here. So when you come here, you're going to get some kind of decent wage for teaching. The first thing you have to have is like a bachelor's degree, right? So a bachelor's degree is almost a must here. There are a few places that will hire you without one, but not many. So you come here and you look around and you think, wow, what a beautiful country, islands everywhere, I can do this on the weekends, I can do that on the weekends. And you take a look around and you realize that after you've been here for a little while and you've been working, you're doing the same thing that you would be doing at home. You're working a 9-to-5 job. I mean, sure, you might be working 7:30 to 4:30, but you're still working a job all day. And how much free time you have at night is going to depend on your job, and then how much enjoyment you have out of that free time is going to depend on two factors. One is how much money you make at your job, and two is going to be the amount of free time that you are willing to invest. So if you come here and you're coming directly out of school, that kind of thing, don't think that you're going to be able to make enough money as a teacher to be able to travel and go somewhere every single weekend and do something every single day, go out to eat real fancy, because it's just not realistic. It's like living at home, wherever your home country is. You need to know that, budgets are real here too. You have to live by them here just like you live by them at home. Now, this is not a doom and gloom video, because I'm going to make several videos coming up here that are just raving about Thailand, because it is a great country. But there are multiple issues of working and living here. Living and working here it can be difficult depending on the visa situation, and usually the visa situation depends on your job. Now, if you want to get married, or you want a retirement visa, or you can afford an elite visa or something like that, that's a whole different ballgame. I'm talking about getting a non-B visa and a work permit. So what I suggest you do, I suggest you really, really do two things. One is research the job that you're going to work at and make sure that your contract is exactly what you want it to be and is filled out correctly. In other words, you want to find out paid time off. You want to find out how much they're actually going to pay you. You want to find out if there are paid holidays, if there's a month out of the year when you won't get paid because school's out, or if you work at a corporation, do you get paid salary there? Most of the time, if you're going to work at a corporation, you're still going to work 9 to 5 or whatever the hours are, but the biggest thing about working at a corporation here in Thailand is they'll handle just about all the paperwork for you. If you come and you want to teach or something like that, you're going to have to handle at least part of the paperwork, which entails probably at least one visa run and maybe more, and several thousand baht out of your own pocket. So you'll need to have a little bit of savings when you come, and you'll need to budget where you're going to travel based on that budget that you make. So I see a lot of people come into Thailand to teach, and they come as couples. That's a good idea because you just doubled your income by doing that. Very smart, especially if you have a place to go back to back home. If you have a family you can move back in with if something goes wrong, it's always a good idea to have that, comfort or whatever. But one thing I just want everybody to be aware of, especially if you're planning on coming over here teaching, is one, it's true, things are cheap over here. The cost of living is going to be cheaper than it is in the Western world, period. That's just a fact. The other thing I want you to know is just because all these beautiful places exist does not mean you are going to have the time or the resources to go to them. So even though domestic flights around Thailand may cost 40, 60, 80 bucks, doesn't sound like much. I'm talking about US dollars. But when you get paid, $1,000 a month or less or a little bit more for your salary, whether it be any kind of job, and that's roughly about what starting somewhere in that neighborhood, USD, is about what teachers are going to make over here, starting foreign teachers. Can you afford to do that travel? Can you afford to live your dream? Because your dream is not going to be to come over here and sit in a classroom every day. Your dream is going to be to come over here and travel Thailand. So look at how many holidays you have. Look at how many breaks that the school or your place of employment offers, and set yourself a budget. That's just my quick tips on things you need to do before you decide to move and live and work in Thailand. And I have many more videos coming soon on topics surrounding things you need to think about before you get here, when you get here, and if you decide to leave. So take care, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Do More Life. Catch you on the next one.